Hello, this is Mrs. Hathaway from Insight Schools of California. I'm going to quickly show you how to check your students' grades and live sessions. So when you very first log in, this is the screen that you're going to see, and it's automatically defaulted to these settings. So up here above where my screen is cut off would be your student, and if you have more than one student, you can toggle in between them to see them, but for privacy reasons, I just have it set to this one student right here. And so what you're going to do in order to check what they're doing for the day and what their grades are, it's really simple when you first log into this page. And just a note, make sure that your screen is maximized, it's fully expanded, or you're not going to see all of these things that I'm showing you. So the only two things that you're really going to use most of the time for your students to check this are schedule right here and courses. So these toggles are how you get this main view to shift. So schedule and courses. Account is things that you can do with your account like username and password, but for the purposes of what we're talking about in this tutorial, we're mainly going to use the schedule and the courses. Okay? So like I said, it's defaulted to schedule, so you're going to look and see what's going on for the day. This is really more about assignments over here on this part. So if you're just wanting to show or wanting to check on their live sessions and grades, I want you to focus over here. So you can see that for today, these are their live sessions that they have going on. So you can see that there's quite a few for today. So again, they're all listed over here. You can see that they have a biology class at 10 a.m. And you can see that that one is optional because it's a support session. You can see that they have a help desk at 11:30. That's also optional. You can see that they have another biology class at 12, but this one is required. So that's what you really want to pay attention to when you're maybe getting emails that saying, you know, your student hasn't shown up to class. You as the learning coach can check here and remind them, say, okay, you have a required class at this time. You need to make sure you attend that. Again, at 12:45, they have another required class, and again at 2:30 they have an English class that is also required. Okay? If this day view doesn't work for you or you want to see the entire week, you can simply click this week schedule. And it's always a good idea to look at the week schedule, and if you want to sit down with your student and write down all their required classes and classes for the week, that way they know what to expect on a weekly basis. You can see that they're all lined up here. So you can see what the student has going on Monday through Friday, which is kind of nice. So if you want to go back to the day view, you can do that. But again, this way, you as a learning coach and you're doing your due diligence to make sure that your student is attending those required live classes, then you can check here again on their schedule and it will say required wherever the required classes are. Of course, we encourage them to go to the support classes, which are optional, and that's where they can get help on maybe that one particular problem that's really giving them a hard time and they want to go ask the teacher a question, and they can go to any of these optional sessions as well. All right. So that's live sessions. Now let's go back to the default view on this page. I'm going to click this back to day. And let's go over to the other tab that says courses. And this gives you, as the learning coach, a really easy overview to see where your student is at in their course. So this lists our courses here. So again, I clicked on this toggle courses and it's going to list the courses. And HRT, that means your academic advisor. It's not a course, but it's going to be listed under courses. So focus on their main three courses that they have. Biology. So what you're saying, how can I quickly see what grade my student has? So it's right there under grade. Progress, meaning how much of the course that they completed. Only 12%, so this student needs to really get it in gear, right? Because we're getting to the end of the semester. Overdue assignments, this is awesome. These are listed here. And if we click on that, you can see that this cool pop-up comes, and you as the learning coach can say, hey, you have 2 assignments that you have not turned in biology. So this is your way of helping keep them on track. Let's say the student says they did it and you're telling them to reach out to the teacher because we really like the students to be self-advocates since they're in high school. But if you need to contact the teacher for any reason, they're also listed here. So you can click on that one, and then you can click again on Contact Our Teachers, and it's going to open up another screen that lists all the teachers. And again, you'll scroll and find that teacher, and it will list their phone number and email here. And if you want to click on Send a Message, that will do an email. So that's how you can get a hold of the teacher. Counseling, all students are going to have that under courses, even though it's technically not a course. Then English, here we go. There's their grade, there's their progress, there's their overdue assignments again, and there's their teacher. Another important note is this last visited column. So remember, it is an enrollment requirement that students do visit classes every single day. So if you're not seeing that this is current, you need to remind them, hey, you need to log into your class every day. FAST, this is our Family Academic Support Team. All students are going to see this as well on their schedule, but this is not a course, so don't worry about that. And you can even see how you would tell the difference between a course and not a course is that under grade there's going to be an NA for it's something that is not a course. And then again, you can see this particular student, what's their grade in history. You can check right here, how much progress have they done, who's the teacher, how can I contact them, right here. So again, what live sessions does my student have? Click on schedule over here. What are their grades in the course? Click on courses. And if the student is telling you, I turned in those assignments, I don't know what's going on, and you want to help them figure it out, just remember that you can enter the course yourself and check in the grade book to see what their current grade is. But just remember that you're going to get this pop-up screen that says you're going to be actually going into the course as if you were a student. So just be very cautious. There's these notes here and warnings. It's recommended student work is completed from the student's own account. So don't do any of the work when you log in here, just if you need to check anything. Okay? So that is also, I wanted to show you the default. So there's tabs up here, but there's also tabs over here. This is on my students. My schedule would not be the same as your student's schedule. This is your schedule as a learning coach. That's why you don't see all of the courses, the live classes listed like that are listed for the student. This would be your learning coach schedule. So this wouldn't be these tabs would not be helpful for seeing what your students' current grades are and what their live sessions are. That's why you need to keep it on this tab, My Students. So keep it on this tab here and toggle in between these two here. And that's how you can get a very quick overview and understanding of what live sessions your student has for the day, especially the required ones, and also their current grades in each course. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.